I am so sorry to read that Dave has passed on to heaven. So I went looking for any books by him I had not read. Saw this one, and am in the process of reading it. Dave was really brilliant in his research on a subject he wrote on. Recommend any of his books. Hunt's book is thoroughly documented. He demonstrates without a doubt that yoga has its roots in the occult and Hinduism. He also shows how yoga is really the largest missionary organization in the world, being the entrance door for people to get interested in Hinduism. Naive people think it is just a health program, when in reality occult techniques like mantras and meditation are surely to follow. Hatha yoga, the one with the physical exercising, is just a tiny part of yoga. A Christian who deals with yoga would be like a Hindu who would enter a Catholic church, kneel in front of an altar and play with rosary beads because it is good for the fingers joints. He would be totally immersed in the Catholic environment but thinking this was an exercise for the hands. Book is full of very good information every Christian should be aware of in regard to yoga. Helps one make a better and informed decision even if considering so-called Christian yoga which emo is an oxymoron. Excellent resource for studying whether or not yoga should be done by someone who is a believer in God. Yoga in its modern form may be believed to be nothing more than exercise, stretching, or relaxation, yet even yogis teach it has a deeper, more spiritual meaning. Discover whether or not you should bring the principles of yoga into your home, your church, your congregation. Study for yourself and test its principles against the teachings in the Bible. God had issue with pagan practices in the Old Testament. Yeshua, Jesus, had issue with them in the New Testament, which shows us God does not change. What would make it different today? What excuses do people use to justify bringing paganism into the church and doing it in the name of God or Jesus? A must-read for any pastor, leader, or member in every church. First, there was Transcendental Meditation in the 60s and 70s, which was an American-friendly version of Hinduism. The mantras turned out to be names from the thousands of Hindu gods, and the ultimate goal was the same as Hinduism, only wrapped in the American flag. So too yoga is promoted as just a cool exercise. So why not call it a cool exercise like the new Insanity video? Because the purpose is to introduce this spiritual mindset American style and acceptable to Western culture. A yogi who was offended by this hijacking of his religion said, "There is no Hinduism without yoga and no yoga without Hinduism." A must-read for the truly inquiring mind. Click link in description for more reviews.